I'm now live. Hey! Hi! Can you hear me? Can you see me? Instagram has been misbehaving today. Thank you. Okay, we've got 2. Can I get a 3? We got 3. Hi, guys. That was weird. And my apologies for not being able to share with you. Actually, I don't apologize. It's Instagram's fault. But I wasn't able to share with you what you might want to use today, or what I'll be using, as I say all of the time. Hi, everyone. Okay, good. Can everybody hear too? I know you can see, hear. Good. I'm speaking English. That's coming through. So where was I? Oh, I didn't get to say to you what I would be using today, but I hope you always know that you can use whatever in the whole world you would like to use. I said yesterday when we were doing our sweet little bird party that I was going to use my pencil and then I was going to switch to pen, and then I didn't. I didn't do what I said I was going to do. But today I think I really am going to, because I think that's a good technique to have in your pocket. Sylvie is now on the top of the camera apparatus. She's gonna just be up there for a minute. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So can you see her? She likes being up high. So I am going to be using my pencil and my pen, and I think I might even use a mix of my paints and my colored pencils. But if you would like to go and grab, if you don't have handy the things that you would like to have handy, I'm going to actually play a little bit of music, a little interlude that has to do with today's critter. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to see if you can guess, just by the music, what sort of animal we might be drawing today. Are you ready? I hope you can hear it. Can you hear that? What does that remind you of? This is a funny window. Anyone feel like you're somewhere different? Like maybe you're not? Good job, Mom! Fishies! Listen, it sounds like bubbles. Hi, Mills! Actually, there is a swan. Ooh, Harry Potter. Do they play this in Harry Potter? Sorry, I don't know. This is by a composer named Camille Saint-Saëns, French dude, and it's called Carnival of the Animals, and this is the movement called Aquarium. I love seeing all of the different movies that people know this music from. All right, so today, can everybody still hear and see and everything? And maybe you had a moment to go and grab all of the tools that you wanted to use? All right, I'm gonna pause it now just so I can focus. And maybe I'll try to link that. Sylvie, you're cracking me up. Maybe I'll try to link that a little bit later so that you can listen to it while you draw. So today we are drawing a critter that lives underwater, but it's not just any old critter underwater. It's not just a regular old fish. It's a dolphin. Okay, Mom, maybe I should slow down a little bit. Does that help? Are my words matching my mouth? Because I can stop this and start it over again. I'm just going to keep going. I hope that's okay. We'll just see what happens. Let me know if it gets bad. Okay. Today our critter is a dolphin. Whenever my... we have a no. Yes, no, yes, good. Nope, but not far off. Okay, then we're just gonna keep going with it, and then maybe if, I don't know if technology works this way, but maybe if I slow my talking, then maybe it'll catch up. All right, so our animal, our critter today is a dolphin, and whenever my family and I go to the beach, we sit on our balcony and we watch for the dolphins, and we usually have about 3 pair of binoculars so that we can really watch for them, and it is one of our many joys when we are at the beach. All right, so also I've got my sister on call, and if anything goes wrong with this video, she's going to text me, and then if that happens, then we'll figure it out at that point. But you know what I forgot to do? You know what I'm gonna do. All right, so here we go. Sylvie, you can't step on that. All right, so a dolphin is something that some of my students have asked me how to draw before, and I always find myself saying, I don't know how to draw a dolphin. But I have figured it out, and I would love to share it with you. And just like a lot of the other critters that we have drawn this week, we are going to start with a shape, but it's sort of it's not just a regular old square or a circle or an oval. It's like a teardrop that's sideways and also kind of bent in the middle. So maybe you might want to flip your paper over and try drawing this kind of strange organic shape a few times so that you get the sort of floopy sort of nature of how that feels. It's like it's rounded on this side, but it's pointed on this side. Like a paisley, exactly. Pardon me, excuse me. So like a sideways paisley, like a raindrop that is being blown sideways. Do we feel like we've got, this is kind of turning into a cool drawing. Maybe I'll color this later. So after you do that kind of shape a few times, then maybe we'll be ready to go ahead with our drawing. I'm doing this on a separate piece of paper, but if you were doing it on the back of your paper, then just flipper over. Get it? Flipper. It's a dolphin. Flipper. Man, can't plan that kind of thing. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with that shape, and just like I've done before, I'm going to do it really lightly. And it's okay if you do it a few times over because we can always erase. Okay, so we've got our little sideways paisley bent in half teardrop sort of shape. And that, I'm sure you are already guessing, that is kind of the main part of the body of the dolphin. But dolphins have that cute little, a bottlenose dolphin has that cute little sort of schnoz that's like a line that's a little bit like that. It's almost like a curved, sort of a stretched out S shape. And then we're just going to connect this to this, just with a little, like that. And then, if you're like me and you want to be able to see what it's really going to eventually look like, go ahead and start erasing that little line. And a dolphin, his or her mouth, they always look like they're smiling to me. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it's got this kind of, I'm going to get a little closer so you guys can see this little line. It's got this kind of cute little, like that. Can you guys do that kind of floopy line? And then their eyes are kind of small, right there. Yes, I think they smile too, Ruby. And you know me and my eyebrows. All right, so we've got our cute little bottlenose dolphin, and sometimes you see, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a dolphin up close enough to see this, but in videos and in photos, sometimes you see them with their mouths open. I'm not going to try to tackle that today, but they really do. They have the cutest little teeth, and they look like they're smiling. So here's the start of my little bottlenose dolphin. And the dolphin definitely has this sort of back fin, and it's two sort of curved lines that meet at the top, and they have sort of a nice little gentle curve like that. I think this looks a little different than a shark's fin, and I'm very grateful for that distinction in nature because I want to know if it's a dolphin or a shark. I don't know about you guys. And then to get them moving through the water, and we've talked about this on a couple of our other critters, about how to make something look like it's in front and then how to make something look like it's behind. And so this front fin is just kind of a little boink. And because he's in front, I'm going to go ahead and erase this line. But then we want to see his other fin on the other side, so it's kind of just peeking out right over here. And you guys might want to go ahead and start thinking about whether your dolphin is, I don't know, is he underwater or is he jumping out of the water? You might want to just start thinking about that while we're finishing the tail. All right, so I think that the easiest way, let me get this a little, I think the easiest way to do the dolphin's tail, because it's got sort of some interesting lines, I'm just going to do sort of almost like a parentheses kind of line right here. And let you guys get your parentheses in place. And then, there's really no way to compare this to anything, but it's like a curvy line that goes up and then another one that meets it in the middle right there. Does that look about right? Am I still coming in clear? Am I audible and visible and everything? Okay, good. All right, so now I'm going to get my pen out, and I'm going to put this on a little diagonal so you can see his little tail. So now with my permanent pen, and it's okay if you don't have a permanent pen, but I like a permanent pen because when I put some paint or anything wet on it, the lines are going to stay put. So I'm just going to, now that I know where everything goes, I'm just going to go over some of this in pen. Again, if you just want to leave yours just pencil, that is fine and dandy. And you know what? Sometimes you don't get right on the pencil line, and you know what? That is okay. And so, come back here and do our very beautiful little dolphin tail. There are some other animals in the deep that have a tail that looks a little bit similar. And maybe you all know, oh, you know what I forgot? This cute little eyeball. Boink and boink. All right, what do we think? How you doing so far? How's everybody doing out there? We good? Great. All right, so now that I've got the pen going over the pencil, I'm going to take this little eraser right here, and you can just use your pencil eraser, that's fine too, but I love to just go for it with a big eraser. Bum, bum, bum. And I have like a really, this is kind of fun. I have a really cheap paintbrush from Home Depot, and sometimes I like to use it like a little broom, and I get rid of all my little eraser shavings. But guess what? I'm just gonna have to sweep those off the floor later. I'm just moving them around. Okay. So now is the fun part where we decide where our little dolphin is living. I think I'm going to make mine underwater, but I'm going to do something a little, maybe because I just can't decide. Maybe he's half in and half out. Hold on, I got to move this thing. Nope. Here we go. So I think when we are at the beach and when we see when we see dolphins when we're at the beach, we see them just at the surface of the water. And sometimes the way that we know that they're there is just a little bit of their back fin is coming up out of the water. So that's kind of fun. And maybe there's like some water droplets from him splashing around. They love to play. I think that dolphins are good players. But if he's under the water, it doesn't just go water, 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 water. For forever, there's got to be some land, some sand, some sandy land. So I'm just going to do sort of a wavy line at the bottom of my drawing. And then all kinds of fun stuff can live in here. Any ideas about some things that you might see in this underwater world? I'm going to start drawing some seaweed while I wait for any of you who want to holler out some different ideas. And I think seaweed is just like curvy, crab, definitely. Sort of some curvy, swervy. Definitely doing a crab. Got two calls for crabs. I got shells. Maybe I could do a, what's that called? It's amazing how words just leave me while I'm doing these videos. Coral, that's a good one. Oh, jellyfish, good one, Mom. Oh, you can't see. Jellyfish is like a funny little blob. Almost looks like a scoop of ice cream. Am I right? And then it's got these funny little tentacles. I don't know if you've ever been stung by a jellyfish. It's not fun, but they sure are pretty and so interesting to look at. Okay, Ruby, I don't know if I can do all of those, but I will do my best. I'm going to try to keep it rolling today. Maybe do some funny little lines like that. That looks kind of right. Let's see. Coral. This is one of my favorite things to draw because it doesn't matter. Coral doesn't do anything very specific. It's just like a bunch of fingers on a very interesting hand. Sort of like that. Kind of like that. All right, definitely going to do a little crab. And I'm going to get a little closer to the paper so you can see. This is not going to be like a totally anatomically correct crab, but it's going to be funny. I like to do the little eyeballs kind of sticking off like this. Maybe he's looking at the sweet, friendly dolphin. He's smiling. Oh, crab legs. How many do they have? I think they have 6 legs and then the claws, but I'm not absolutely sure, but I'm just going to go for it. Ooh, Carly, a starfish. That's a great idea. And I'm going to make his little claw legs coming up like this, and he's going, "Hey, dolphin. What up, dolphin? How you doing?" And maybe he has freckles. He's a freckly crab. All right, starfish. Now, a starfish definitely it's a 5-point star, and sometimes stars are a little weird to try to draw just with one line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pencil again, and I'm going to do one of those sort of 5-point stars like this, so we can just cheat a little bit. So if you know how to draw a star that way, and then you can go over it with your pen. And starfish have these beautiful kind of dotted patterns on them, and I don't remember exactly how they go, but I'm just going to try to sort of remember. And they're kind of jiggity on the sides, sort of not exactly smooth. But what if we did like a dotted line down the middle of each of these little points? Oh, sorry. And dot, 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 dot. Oh dear. Dot, 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 dot. And then I'm going to do some dots in here. All right, so I think I might have missed a few of the things that people were suggesting, but I think the beauty of this is that even if I'm not putting in the thing that you maybe suggested, you can put in the thing that you suggested. Oh, make yourself at home, Sylvie. Sure, just go right ahead. All right, so I think it's color time. And this is going to be really fun to color. You know what, one more thing I want to do though, that I just think is one of the more fun things to draw are bubbles. And you know what? Bubbles are easy. They're just circles. And then sometimes I put like a little comma looking thing on one side, makes them look like they're shiny. So maybe there's bubbles coming up from our jellyfish. Should we start adding some color? I kind of feel like we should. This could have a whole lot more detail, but I think in order to keep it not from being, you know, like an hour-long video, I'm just going to go ahead and start adding some color. Now, dolphins usually are sort of like a beautiful, sort of gray, blue, silvery kind of color. But you know what? If you want a pink dolphin, there is no one stopping you. If you want a metallic turquoise dolphin, you are just free to do that. I think I'm going to start with some watercolor, but if you have markers or crayons or colored pencils, color makers, as Mrs. Swords calls them, which I think is just brilliant, you go for it, whatever you feel like using. So I'm going to go with my beloved periwinkle color, and I'm just going to get in there. Scuba cat. Ruby, you've got a sense of humor that is just delightful. I assume that's Ruby and not Jude. Maybe it's both of you. And maybe, just like yesterday, I had that little bird that was turquoise and periwinkle. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of that. Can you guys still hear me? Mom said it sounds a little muffled. I'm trying to keep my hand away from the little microphone place, but like I said, I don't have a camera crew. I hope it's working. Okay, good. And I don't know about you, but I'm a little overwhelmed by the idea of having to color all of this water. So maybe we just leave that white. Maybe we just leave that paper color and we color everything else, because guess what? We can do whatever we want to do. There's a cat hair in my paint. All right, this little dolphin is looking like just one of the friendliest critters I've ever seen. So sweet. All right, I would say perhaps the coral needs to be this kind of reddish color. And what else in my drawing might need to be that reddish color? Le crab. It's amazing what just a touch of bright red does. And I'm curious to know if maybe some of the rest of you, maybe you're using, I don't know, brush pens or markers or colored pencils. Shout a holler if you're using something else, something different. And you know what? Because I made that crab red, I actually think I'm going to use this very beautiful purple that I mixed yesterday for this coral. Even if that's not realistic, I don't care. Again, cat hair in the paintbrush. And I think I'm going to make my jellyfish. Rebecca, you got some color giants. Marvelous. They just are the most luscious colored pencil out there, I really think. I mean, I haven't used every colored pencil on the planet, but I feel like I've used a lot, and that is just one of the nicest ones to use, I think. And they're the ones I have in my classroom at school. All right, so I'm definitely going to make the jellyfish pink. So we'll make a little light pink over here. Mixy mixy. And just like days past with our drawing videos, I would love to see, I'm going to go ahead and start saying this now while I'm painting so that I don't have to say it at the end of the video, but I always love seeing the things that you are creating while you're drawing and painting and coloring along with me. And I would love for you to either hashtag it fell on the floor, art class with Miss Coates at home, or you can send it to me in a private message, in a direct message. I don't know if they're PMs or DMs. I don't know what it's called these days. Hi, Case. Hello. All right, so I am going to finish. Wait, did I finish my thought? I would love for you to send me your drawings, or you can hashtag them art class with Miss Coates at home. And I'm going to keep working on this fun little drawing, and who knows what else I'm going to add. But I will post it a little bit later, and I would love to post it along with some of the drawings that you all have done. So, critter number 4 in the books. Sweet little dolphin. I'll probably come up with a name for him as well. Show me. Pick up your paper and show me, even though you know I can't actually see. I'm pretending like I can. Pretty fun. They look like a happy crew. So, I hope you enjoyed critter number 4, the dolphin. I'm going to, once Instagram starts working again, I'm going to send you a link to the song that I played at the beginning because I think it's just a very beautiful piece of music. And I would love to see you tomorrow for our final weekday of art class with Miss Coates. And now, you know what? Yesterday I told you I was going to tell you about the blue nail, and I'll tell you right now very quickly. The blue nail. I've had a teeny tiny little chip in my nail right there for at least 2.5 months. And it snags on my sweaters. It drives me crazy. And so I've been trying to keep that nail exceptionally short. And then I paint it's like one of the only nail polish colors I have at my house. And it's this beautiful bright blue, just one of my favorite colors. So it worked out well. But it just keeps breaking, and I keep doing this, and I don't know. I might do it for like a month, and it might not do any good. But I'm going to keep trying. Persistence counts. All right, so signing off until our lesson tomorrow. Remember, say it with me. Wash yo hands. Drink your water. Be good to one another. Go outside if it's remotely nice where you are, because it will do your body and your mind so much good. So, love all of y'all, and I have a fun little announcement, but I'm going to announce it tomorrow. All about the mystery around here. So, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Hope you all had fun, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Mwah.